today. Julie's away seeing friends, so I'm going to go out. I'm going to try and find the wreck of a B29 Flying Fortress that went down not far from me in 1949. So not going to be going too high, not going to be going too far, because for my sins I'm going to have the dog with me, and I'd love to say that my dog is a hill dog. It is anything but. So Bumble's going to be joining us, and yeah, I'll give you more information when I come back. Hi there, welcome back. And that's me at the traffic lights, and the rest will be thankful. So just through Arica, and full the car park. Maybe no surprise on a Saturday, but the van's blocking the front and a whole lot of cars are getting ticketed, so there'll be a lot of unhappy hikers, I think, when they come down from the Arica Alps by the looks of it. I'm just going to take a left at the top here, head down towards Lochain, and I will catch up with you then. Bumble, you going to show your face at the back? Maybe not, she's maybe a bit camera shy. We'll see her shortly. Bye-bye. Hi there, welcome back. So, eventually on the track. Here's Bumble. Bumble, you gonna say hello? Right. So, that's us on the Cowl Way. So we'll head towards the waterfall, up to the side of it, across the along the side of the Beinn Lochain, and then we take a right if we're feeling strong. It's so hot and humid though. Well, we follow the trail and come round the back, so not decided what we'll do yet. Well, we'll find out shortly. Hi, welcome back. It's going to be a long walk up, and quite right, Bumble's going into every puddle and bit of water that she can. It's so humid, but I'm not all that keen on stopping because the deer flies and that are out. They don't take long to seek you out, but this is going to look great. I mean, good path in for the time being, and there you go, Lochain behind, and somewhere behind that's the Arica Alps. So yeah, should be a good one. A couple of things different this time I'll talk about in terms of kit. Take different stuff when I'm taking the dog. Tent's different. I take a single skin tent today. I'm going to take the Henry Shire's tarp tent Motrail 2-person tent, because I've got the dog. We'll see how that works out. I don't usually take her with that one. It's a bit more fragile than the Lux, but I think we need the bug protection for both of us, not just me tonight. Also, the rucksack's different. We have what do we have? The ULA circuit, which is what I took on my hike to the States. Fantastic, just over a kilo. Carries rate really well, really robust. So I'll give you a quick spin round. How about this? Ooh. Stunning. And there's the first view of the waterfall. I don't know if you can see it. It's so humid. Every time I stop, the flies are after you, but absolutely stunning. So we'll be going up to the right hand side of that, the Lochain behind it, and then turning up to get behind this hill here. Just before I came here, it's a turn left. Now, when I say turn left, you come to a fork, which is signposted for the Falls Loop. I didn't go left there. I kind of went round to the right and then took the left onto this lovely path, going straight towards the waterfall, and then it'll turn up to the right. Just to give you an idea of how bad the black flies are. To be fair, I think they're black flies rather than deer and horseflies, but they're frustrating and annoying nonetheless. It's just hundreds of them. I don't know if you can hear the hum of the flies, but it's still a beautiful view. So we're at the Lochain at the top of the falls, and here she is. Bumble's enjoying cooling down in the water. I checked my watch, of course it's attached to me. The temperature's 31 degrees. Haven't got the humidity to hand, but it must be high. Hi there. It's absolutely beautiful, don't get me wrong. Still going on about the flies. There's been hundreds of them. I'm at about 515 metres, so under 200 to go to the first peak. If I decide to do it tonight, I might do it tomorrow on the way back out. Just taking a quick breather. It's a lot for the dogs, very steep. It's a lot for me actually. I've done nothing since the Cape Wrath. Well, we made it. Wow, that was tough. It's pretty steep coming up that last descent, but it's worth it. Even overcast, it's beautiful. So I think this is Beinn Lochain, 703 metres on the map. Hold on, let's have a look down here, because that's where we've come up from. That's the Lochain that we went alongside. Went to the end of it. I'm sure that's Arran you can see in the distance. Well, there's a surprise. No, there's hardly any wind up here at all, so it's not so bad for the flies, but as soon as we've stopped, you can guess it. That's the midges starting to come out. So I'm in two minds whether to camp up here. It'll be stunning. It might be beautiful in the morning. I mean, even if I go back down, I can climb back up here without the pack on and just go light and maybe have a look down and see if we can find the wreckage of the Flying Fortress, the B29 that went down in 1949. So I'm not quite sure. So when I come back, I'll either have the tent up or not. Oh my goodness, the midges are absolutely awful. I don't know if you can see my hand actually, but there are hundreds of them on it. Anyway, managed to get Bumble inside out of them because they were driving poor dog demented. So pitch is okay. I mean, the pegs aren't going in too deep because we're on the top. It's a pole tent, bottom pole tent. One of the good things tonight, although it's single walled as well, is you can open up the vents at the back because it's so close. So I've done that there. It's so warm, I can't see me needing the sleeping bag. I brought the Alp Kit super light bivy bag in case there was going to be condensation inside. I just don't think there's going to be. Hopefully the wind will pick up a bit. Wow, look at that, that's not a bad shot, is it? Wow. Yeah, so there's no way I'm going to go down and have a look for the plane tonight. I'll just be absolutely eaten alive. I don't want to go wandering at night too much as well, because there's a nasty fall. Anyway, that's the tent. I'm going to get out of these midges for a bit and get my admin done. Oh yeah, had to retreat to the tent. Yeah, do you know, a good choice today actually. There's loads of room. I don't know if you can see that, you know, so plenty of room for myself and Bumble, and great to be able to open up the vent at the back. So just that's mesh there, and I've got mesh out the front as well. So that's worked out fine. The crash I'll have to wait till tomorrow morning. I'll just pack everything up, head down and find it, hopefully. There's supposed to be a mini wangy down there as well, which should be good to find. And then just find the path of least resistance back to the car. Don't know how I'm going to manage the cooking. I've got the alcohol stove. I really don't want to be using that inside where the mesh is, so I think I'm going to have to wait until it gets dark and cools down, which will be late before I can cook anything. But I've got lots of snacks, and I've got a couple of cans of Ossian to keep me company, as well as Bumble. So yeah, she done well today. A couple of times I had to give her more encouragement. She's just not a hill dog, and it was hot and close, so we were stopping at every stream and every pool. But I was thankful of it, if the truth be known, because I've done nothing since Cape Wrath. Hi there. So I said I'd come back. So doing that, just about to do lights out. Although it's still light outside, it's 10:20. So Bumble's out of the count. So hopefully I will be shortly. Managed to get my dinner. Managed to get back out for a little bit. The weather was, a bit of a breeze, and the sun came out, which was lovely. Some nice pictures. Hopefully they came out, and I will catch you guys in the morning. No map time tonight. I'll maybe do that. I'll do what I've done before and put a clip in and show you the route that I've taken, because I don't even know how I'm going out yet. So we'll see. Bumble. Sorry, Bumble. Good morning. What a lovely night. Beautiful morning. Partial kind of cloud inversion over here. I don't know if the camera's really going to pick it up. Yeah, the dog was pretty good overnight, but I put 5 this morning. And there's the tent. Usual detritus inside. It's stunning. It's looking down the Clyde estuary. Home's that way. Lovely. Morning. Hello again. So seems it would be wrong not to use the Esbit coffee espresso machine. So that's on at the moment. So hopefully the last 2 videos that I did about that work in the field. Also, I've been calling it a percolator. I've done some research. It's not a percolator. It's an espresso machine. Beautiful morning. Looking forward to getting down and see if we can find that that wreckage. Although, I've not really got a route. Well, I've got an idea of a route. We'll wait and see how things play out. And the midges are just about to start surfacing. Hi there. Right, that's us ready to set off. We left no trace. It's beautiful, but the midges are back out, as you can probably tell. So let's see if we can find the wreckage. Right, I think that's it. I don't know if you can see, there's stuff peeking through the trees. So I'll try and get over, lift the dog over where the fence post is here. And I think it's just behind there to the left. I can see, looks like some big chunk of rusty metal behind. So yeah, this is exciting. I should add there's a dark side to this story as well. I mean, it shouldn't be forgotten that 20 people, there's no survivors, 20 people lost their lives. I believe there's a plaque there, and if there is, we'll have a look at that as well. Wow, well, this is definitely it. It's maybe not surprising that nobody got away with this one. Let's take a walk down. And there's a cairn there with a flag. I think maybe American flag. I don't know if the Super Fortress was American. Good grief. I'm hoping there's a plaque somewhere. Here it is. And you can pause that. I can read it. In memory of the crew of the USA Air Force B29 Super Fortress, which crashed here on the morning of the 17th of January 1949, with the loss of all 20 crew members aboard. Oh my. This was erected by the 2296 Squad Dunoon Air Training Corps and Dumfries and Galloway Aviation Museum. Yep, so there's the engine, I think. And down here, I think this is the rear gunner's position. Now, I'm going to have to check with my parents, with my mum. Pretty sure that my grandfather was a rear gunner. But I think it was Lancasters. I don't think it was obviously the Super Flying Fortress. I'm actually glad I didn't come down here last night, because it would have been Midge City. And I don't think I'd have spent the time I should have done to have a look at this and, dare I say it, pay my respects. Hi there. So heading back now, take a kind of southerly bearing, and there's a gully. I think it's Corrien Rathad. Looks like you can go down, and there's been some felling of the trees below, so when I looked last night I should be able to get down to the logging tracks and come down this way. It's nice to do a round route rather than there and go back the way I came. I didn't fancy that incline going back up, but it's stunning. Look at that. That's where I'm heading, down there. I'm actually pretty pleased with my foot choice. I wasn't yesterday. I should have taken my trail runners, but these are Altberg Defenders XMOD, 50 quid from wherever. They were a great choice today. It was boggy, difficult underfoot, rocky, a bit of a bog fest, and then all that forestry destruction, trying to get through that. So I was glad of having them today. Glad to be back on the path as well now. This is a nice finish, nice easy walk out. I think Bumble's happy to be going home. She's had enough. Oof. It's warm again. So that's me done. Great trip. The camping on the top was definitely the right thing to do. It was stunning, even though there was swarms of midges to deal with. Bumble made it back down. She's done really well today actually. Just while I had her on the lead in the harness. I'll maybe show you what I do in terms of that to try and keep my hands free. Yeah, she's not a hill dog. She's okay with livestock, but if something runs, she's got a tendency to chase. So better to be on the safe side and keep her on the lead. What a great day though. That wreckage was something else. It really makes you think. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget, if you want to, subscribe, like, comment. That's what we're all here for. So take care, and I'll see you for the next one. And welcome back to map time. So this was the route today. Lochain head there, came all the way around, and I was parked just in about right here. Followed the Cowl Way all the way up, forestry track. Nice easy going, though it was hot, exposed, lots of black flies every time we stopped. And yeah, just there's some markers on there as well. I took a photo about here looking up to where I was going tonight, or that night on Saturday night. Didn't go left to go to the waterfalls, kind of stayed to the right and came up here. A lot of people seem to be going kind of straight up. Didn't fancy that, so I went on and went to the Beinn Lochain, the highest point there, and then kind of came up round here and then onto the peak at 703. Great overnight spot. It was absolutely beautiful. There was a lot of midges and stuff, but I think that had been, doesn't matter where you are, you got them last night. So in the morning I was away to see if I could find the wreckage of the B29. I kind of came down this gully, kind of round, then onto this gully here, followed this down, and then tried to keep my height as best I could, lifting Bubble over a couple of fences, and then in, there we go, I think it was round about here, and then you cross the fence again, the crash site's in, just in here. Really worth seeing. It was really quite dramatic. A lot of these kind of crashes that you've seen when I've seen Spitfires and things in the Ochils, even it's the best part of 70 years on, there's just so much wreckage there. Anyway, came back out again, trying to keep my height as I headed over here through into this gully, then came down. Now I kind of didn't want to go straight down here, I'd seen people done that, so I came round a bit, headed down, and this has all been cleared, so there was some access tracks, so got onto one of those, ended up down at the waterfall here and came down. Now the map, even though this is the 25,000, sorry, a lot of there's little trails and tracks and access that aren't on here, so you kind of came back over. I was missing that, and then I joined a path down towards the waterfalls here, and then I didn't actually get onto the Cowell Way again. There's a track that brings you down here, and if you look closely, I think there's faint picking this up and down to the fords and over. Yep, and focus, and then kind of up, round, through the, I think it's the Holidays estate and farm, onto the road and back down to the car that was parked there. So, hope that's useful.